Welcome to another video. Welcome to the wild side, and I am here in Blackpool, and in this video I want to take you through a part of Blackpool which I've rarely covered before, and I think it's a bit of a gem, folks. It's old, it's got a lot of character, it's got history. I want to take you through Layton. Okay, so I'm starting here on North Park Drive, just looking towards the Stanley Park Golf Club, just over there. That's a clubhouse there, yeah. Stanley Park Golf Club. North Park Drive leads towards the hospital, straight up that way there. Blackpool Victoria Hospital. But anyway, I want to take you down this road here, St Clement's Avenue. Look at that new sign there, isn't it? A load of rubbish compared to the old one. Look at the old sign there underneath with the tiles that you slide in. There's not many of those about now, folks, in Blackpool. That's the way they used to make them. Anyway, let's head down here, shall we? It's rather posh down here, actually. Yes. It is very, very leafy around this part of Blackpool. Yeah, now this road leads towards Newton Drive, and when we cross over Newton Drive, we'll be into just on the outskirts of Layton, and like I said, I think it's a nice area, Layton, and for a lot of people that are interested in coming to Blackpool, we want to see a part of Blackpool that they'll probably not know anything about, then keep watching, you're going to see it. But like I said, this is very, very leafy. Look at this, we've got fairly modern sort of housing estate here. Quite a lot of trees, some swanky looking houses. Look at this one over here, look. It's one of the most expensive parts of Blackpool. Okay, I've now made it to Newton Drive, and we're looking down there towards the east, and as you can see, look at this, we've got trees here on Newton Drive. How about that, eh? Yeah, and the properties here have names. Look at that one there, it's called Oban. So there you go, very, very leafy part of Blackpool. Anyway, we're now pretty much on the outskirts of Layton because we've crossed over this side of the road. And what I'm going to do is we're going to walk up here a little bit. I'm going to turn right at the pub called the Number 4, and that'll take us into Layton proper. So that's looking back where I just came from, looking eastwards down Newton Drive, and there's a Helio Fitness just over there behind this pub here, the Number 4 pub. I'm going to be heading down that road there. It's called Leighton Road, but I just want to show you this way. This is kind of like heading towards town. You might be able to see Blackpool Tower over there. Can you see it just sticking up above that church there? There you go, Blackpool Tower. Anyway, let's head this way, shall we? Well, I told you that Layton had a bit of character about it, and look at this wall here, look. Hey? You know, the only other wall I can think of that looks like that is on the way to Lytham, made out of like cobbles. That is a proper old wall, that there, isn't it? Yeah, look at that there. Anyway, this road here is called Leighton Road, and it's quite interesting actually. Look at some nice houses down here, a couple of detached bungalows there. We've got like a bit of a terrace here. Look at this, there's some proper old properties down here. I don't know how far back that terrace goes, but it does look pretty old to me. There's a ginnel through one section of it there, and if you head down this way, I can see there's a little road going off there called Hillside Close there. A real mishmash of houses. That's a interesting little road, isn't it? Like a cul-de-sac that goes up there on a bend. Look at that there. You wouldn't know about this, would you? Another bit of old wall there. Look at this terrace here. Isn't that pretty there? Look. Wowzers. Look at that. That is impressive. Look at the display of flowers they've got there. Wisteria. Still flowering that wisteria as well. Wow, amazing.
Hello, I know you.
Hooray for Hollywood, Collingwood Avenue. There you go, Hollywood. Here in Leighton, and just look at that there. That is very impressive. That house there with the display of flowers out the front. What a nice terrace there here in Leighton. And I'll tell you what, there's another house over here. Look at that there. Looks like an old farmhouse, doesn't it? Look at that there. Wow. Looks like it's made out of cobblestone there. Look, and look at the wall as well. Wowzers. Can you imagine? That must have been a farmhouse back in the olden days, yeah, well before Blackpool got going there. Look at that. That is amazing. Looks like a little bit of an estate here with another cul-de-sac, and I tell you what, that road looks really steep up there. Look how steep that road is up that cul-de-sac there. Wow, wowzers. Another terrace here. There you go, and that's just across the road from Sargison's Plumbers Merchants. They look like they've been there a long time. Sargison's, yeah, proper old plumbing merchants. There you go, yeah. Some nice little shops around here as well. We'll get to see more of the shops as we go along, but we've got another terrace here. They're nice houses, aren't they? You wouldn't think it, would you? Here in Blackpool, something a little bit different. Here in the Leighton area. We've got quite a few streets coming off as well. I don't know the name of this street, but it leads down to, I think that leads down to Beach Avenue, that one. So we're making our way into Leighton along Leighton Road. There's another cul-de-sac here, Coveway Avenue it's called, and as we get a bit further down here now, the houses become a little bit more modern. Got some more modern houses. We're getting towards some shops now as well. There's loads of shops. It's very popular for shopping this Leighton, so we'll check out some of the shops as well. Okay, so we've now reached a bunch of shops here. We're still on Leighton Road, but I just want to point out this junction here. We're at the junction with Corn Street. Now Corn Street is one of those roads that's well, it's a road of two halves. This section of Corn Street here, which leads up towards, it leads towards the Grange Park estate, and it's probably the better end, I would say, of the street. Yeah, because as we head down this way, I want to show you down here, because there's something very interesting down here that used to be here years ago. It's the Queenstown's Flats. I want to show you that area now. So, but yeah, Corn Street, it's as you head down this way towards town, it does start to get a little bit rough towards the town centre. Okay, so I'm now at the junction with Collingwood Avenue. It was actually Collingwood Avenue that I was looking at before, not Beach Avenue. We're looking towards the garage here, the SO garage on the corner, and just down there is where I came from. Just over here we've got Firwood. They've been here for years. Firwood Building Supplies. But if I look towards the left now, if you look over there, look over this direction, this is where the massive high-rise flats were, the Queenstown Flats. Yeah, there was 5 high-rise flats in this direction up until 2016 when they knocked them down. Yeah, I did a video on it actually at the time. Yeah, a long time before I started doing Blackpool vlogs properly, but you can check that video out. I'll put a link to it in the description. So they've got all these new fancy houses over there now. Look at those, aren't they fancy? Like 3-storey townhouses there in place of those high-rise flats, which were a little bit notorious actually. But here's a little look over the road there towards the builders Merchant, got a bit of a speed camera going on here. Watch yourself if you're driving down this way. Just over there we've got Layton Community Church there, and we're going to head up this way towards where the main shopping area is. So there you go, this is where the high-rise flats were here in Blackpool, yeah. And now check this out, we've got this nice granite seating area here. It's got Leighton Rec on it there, and quite a bit of parkland as well around the side. But we're going to carry on into Leighton. Just over the road here we've got a shop called Leighton Woodworkers. They've been here for years. Another speed camera there, so watch it if you're coming down this way. This road here is called Mather Avenue. That takes you on to Talbot Road, but we're going to head this way, and we'll see what the shopping area is like. Here's another look at Leighton Woodworkers. I just thought I'd quickly show you this over there. That's where that Leighton Road is, where I started, meets up with this road here, Collingwood Avenue. But anyway, we're going to head into, we're going to meet up with Talbot Road just up here. There's a little park actually before we get there. Let's check out this little park, shall we? Can you see Blackpool Tower? All the way down there, down Cumbrian Avenue, yeah. Lots of little side streets here in Leighton. A few bungalows down there. That road over there is called Rathling Avenue. Terrace houses down there. Lots of, a real mishmash of houses, yeah, around here. But just here is where the park is. The green space here. Let's go and check this out, shall we? Okay, check this out, folks. I can't go in here because there doesn't appear to be a way in. It's all locked up. But check out these bowling greens here. Look at these. Wow, they're looking pretty good order, don't they? It's a pity I can't go in and have a good look round. But there you go. By the way, that building over there is a library. I'll go and check out the front of that in a second. So I'm making my way to the main drag here in Leighton. Check this sign out here. All areas Lancaster Fleetwood. Straight ahead. Takes you out of Blackpool towards the north. But we're now getting towards the main drag, folks. Getting quite a few more shops along here now. Got a bit of a square going on here. This is where it meets up with Westcliff Drive and Talbot Road. Right, we've got a micro pub over there, look, a cask micro pub. There you go. It's all happening in Leighton. And this building here is, it was always toilets, but it's got those ones now where you have to pay. Nothing's free anymore, is it now? We'll just have a look around here. There's Talbot Road. If you follow this road all the way to the end, it takes you to the north here. Yeah, so there you go. So that's where I just was there, folks, where all these roads meet up here. And I wanted to show you this building over here, Leighton Library. Look at that there, isn't it fancy? Must be 1930s that, mustn't it? Look at that deco there. But anyway, I want to take you into here. Layton Cemetery, the dead centre of Blackpool. Let's have a quick look at this, shall we? Okay, so I'm now in Layton Cemetery, otherwise known as the dead centre of Blackpool. Now there are quite a few notable graves in here, but this is just a quick look. I'll have to come back and do a proper video in here. I've been meaning to do it for ages actually, but I'll just run through a little list now of who's buried here in Layton Cemetery. We've got Gerald Richardson. He was the policeman that was murdered, or was it the late 60s? Yeah, the most highest ranking policeman to be murdered in the line of duty. Yeah, he's buried here. We've also got Edwin Hughes, not a very familiar name, but he was the last survivor of the charge of the Light Brigade. Ada Boswell, Queen of the Gypsies, and also Joe Longthorne. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of you will have heard of Joe Longthorne. He's buried here somewhere. I'll have to do a video specifically in here on some of the famous graves. Anyway, let's go and check out the rest of Layton. So we'll leave Layton Cemetery behind. We're looking towards the north there, by the way. You might just be able to see the water tower just over there. But we're going to head back out of here. There's the chapel there. I'm not even sure. Did they still use the chapel here? You know, to be honest, I'm not too sure. But we're going to head back out onto Westcliff Drive, and we'll check out the shopping area. I'll tell you what, they don't make gate posts like they used to, do they, back in the olden days? Anyway, let's head back out of here, Layton Cemetery, onto Talbot Road, and we'll take a little look at the shopping area, shall we? Westcliff Drive. Yeah, it's quite leafy around here as well, isn't it? Look at these trees here. Lime trees by the look of it. Sycamore. They've even got that little brick sections there for them there, look. Yeah, you can definitely tell that it's got some history around here. Look at the wall there. Look at the railings that go around the graveyard. It is a huge graveyard, by the way. I'll just show you over the road there. We've got Leighton Methodist Church just over the road. So this is Westcliff Drive. It's the main shopping drag here in Layton. I have been down here before, but it was a while ago. I'm just going past Huntsman. It's a very swanky barbers. It's not the sort of place where you can just walk in and get your hair cut there. You have to book if you want to have your hair cut in there at the Huntsman. But yeah, this is Layton shopping drag at Warwick's Amusements, the laundrette there, beauticians. Let's have a look over here. We've got a bit of a, what do you call it, a bit of a buffer zone in the middle of the road. See if I can get across the road. It's really, really busy. There you are, taking my life in my own hands there. A Greek bistro and takeaway. Betting shops are everywhere, aren't they? Turkish grill there. Look at these benches here. You might imagine sitting in the middle of this road here with cars and buses flying past you all day. At least they've got some plants in the plant pots, look. Not like in the town centre where they're all concrete. Anyway, let's have a little look up here. Here's another street. I just want to quickly show you this. It's called Huntley Avenue, fish and chip shop on the corner. Another street here with terraced houses. In fact, I'll just take a look up here. I'll go around here, shall I? And because I want to make it a bit different to the last video where yeah, I took you through the shopping centre, but this one I want to show you the houses, because there's quite a good choice of houses here in Layton. As you can see, where I started off, there were some very, very old properties there, and now we've got these terraced houses, and they actually look pretty decent as well, some of these terraced houses here. There's a look up that way there. This road is called Wilford Street, and it meets up here with a road called Lincock Crescent, is it? That way there. There's a club there, look. RAOB, what does that mean? RAOB Club. The RAOB Club. I don't know what that stands for, folks, if anyone could let me know. But some more houses down that way, some more terraced houses. And the terraced houses round there, they do look decent as well. They look pretty decent. I think for anyone relocating to Blackpool and they want something at a reasonable price, maybe under 100,000, you certainly get that around here in Leighton. But we're heading back up to Westcliff Drive again, and I want to show you something just up here. We've got the Institute, Leighton Institute, and this was actually put on the map by Paul O'Grady because he did live at Leighton Institute. Yeah, Lily Savage. There you go, it was right there, that building over there, look at that, isn't it grand? Leighton Institute. Well, there you go. Anyway, let's have a quick look at here, shall we? This is interesting, a little graveyard here, look. Like a Jewish graveyard, look. Let's have a look in here, shall we? Another graveyard here in Leighton. And there's a building here erected by the Blackpool Hebrew congregation. This tablet is dedicated to the late Samuel Henry Como. So there you go, we've got a Jewish graveyard here in Leighton, hidden away here, just off the high street. Check this out, this stone was laid by J. Whittaker Esquire, President of the Institute, 6th of June 1925. That makes the Leighton Institute 98 years old. There you go, look at that. So there you go, that was a little look at Leighton here in Blackpool. Amazing. It's a place I've not really covered that much, and what do you think, folks? I cannot believe just how old some of those properties were at the beginning of the video. What do you think, folks? Anyway, I'm going to finish it here now outside the famous Leighton Institute. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.